Once upon a time, there was a god named Duma and a goddess named Milla who fought each other bitterly for an age.
Hey, why did Milla and Duma have to fight so much? Couldn't they just say they were sorry?
Let's promise we'll never end up like that, okay?
Yeah, nothing will ever come between us.
Cross your heart, hope to die, stick a needle in your eye. By the way, FMVs in a 3DS game? Like anime cutscenes? That's surprising. What a cutscene. What a cutscene. Hi everyone on YouTube. Welcome to Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valentia. I just had to do the Alvin joke. I had to. But I forgot this game was called Echoes. But anyway, we're here finally. I'm gonna talk a little bit before we play the actual game. Two main categories. First, my Fire Emblem history, then I'm gonna talk about some other stuff. Fire Emblem history. This is my technically my third Fire Emblem game. I played a demo of Awakening. I wouldn't really count that. It was a demo of Awakening, so I played that. And then I played Path of Radiance and Three Houses. Finished both of them. I finished Three Houses like 3 times. I finished Path of Radiance a while back once. So this is gonna be technically my 4th Fire Emblem game because I tried Awakening. I know how it works. It was a demo though, so I didn't actually finish it. But yeah, so we're here finally. I know a lot of people have been asking for this playthrough. One person off the top of my head. Why it didn't come sooner? Just like a little fact about me, which you could probably figure out, and it's not that hard to figure out. But like, I'm totally cool with being like, hey, there's this really cool game I think you'll like. Why don't you play it sometime? I'm totally fine with that. But you know, the more people push me to do playthroughs and stuff, it kind of just, like, makes me not want to do them. And, like, push, like, you know, it just really makes me not want to do them. It's like an honest fact. I'm not just saying this related to Shadows of Valentia. This happened with Nocturne too. I think, you know, the more I get pushed to do something, like, constantly, again, like, asking me once or twice, like, hey, when's this playthrough gonna start, is fine. But, like, when I'm, like, constantly pushed and stuff, it's just, like, it kind of makes me like, doesn't make me not want to play the game. It just makes me want to do it less. So that's kind of why I started. I was going to start this instead of Golden. I was going to start this first, but I switched it up. But anyway, with that out of the way, let's just play Shadows of Valentia. A quick disclaimer about the actual emulation of the game. I did 2 test runs of the game. I tested the game yesterday, and I tested it like 2 weeks, because as I mentioned, this was going to start on Friday instead of Persona 4 Golden. This was going to be the playthrough before Golden, but I changed it, specifically of what I just said about the whole, hey, the more I get pushed to do a game. But yeah, also this layout, I might get a layout set up for next time. I'm not really sure. This should be fine. I think when I did Dragon Quest VIII, Dragon Quest VIII's the only other game I did Citra on. When I did Dragon Quest VIII, I think I played with side-by-side screens, and it worked fine. But if I can get something set up, I will. But this isn't, like, awful. I can deal with this. But yeah, I tested the game twice. The first time I tested it, like, 2 weeks ago, all I did was, like, I don't know, play, like, a few opening cutscenes to see how they ran. And it ran good. Well, technically, there were 3 occasions I tested the game. The very, very first time was, like, back in, like, January, December, because, again, I wanted to do this playthrough a while back, but I pushed it back. Also, because I've been busy. But, that's, like, when the game was running, like, not at all. It was running really badly back in, like, December or January. So, I was like, I have no idea. I'm gonna figure this out. But then I tested it, like, 2 weeks ago. I tweaked some settings in Citra, and it works fine. And I tested it yesterday, but I actually did battling yesterday. Like, I skipped a bunch of cutscenes, got to, like, the first battle. Just tested out, like, hey, attacking, seeing how the battle scenes ran. They ran fine. I am gonna say this, though. I'm not expecting, like, if you're like, oh, the game's dropping frames or whatever, it's not gonna be perfect. This emulator is a work in progress. When I played Dragon Quest VIII, the world map wasn't perfect. The world map had some frame dips. So if you're expecting, like, top tier, no frame dropping gameplay, you're in the wrong place, because it's not going to be perfect. There may be a few hiccups and a few drops, but it shouldn't ruin the overall experience. I should still be able to play the game basically flawlessly. Anyway, with that long disclaimer out of the way, sorry about that, but I feel like it's really necessary just for future references and for how the playthrough will go. But yeah, we're finally playing Shadows of Valentia. It's April. I believe 3 Hopes comes out 2 months from now. I think I can get this game done. I don't know how long this game is, but fingers crossed I can get this done before 3 Hopes. I should be able to, but let's just load it up. Oh, whoops, that's B. New game. Only normal difficulty? No way. Oh, okay, there's hard. It's so hard to see. Is anyone else seeing this? The white is, like, blending in with the background. I did not even know. Well, we're playing on normal. I always play on classic. No, I'm not doing any of this. I'm on an emulator. Let's enter Echoes Shadows of Valentia. Lost him. I probably butchered that. 402 VC, whatever that means. Also, I heard someone saying that 3DS games have cutscenes. As I said, I only played the demo of Awakening, so I haven't played. I've heard of Fates. Like, I don't think I played Fates, but I know of Fates. But, you know.
Gods, no. Don't leave me, Celica. You can't. Celica! Celica! Say something, please! Celica!
Prologue, and Celica. Oh, something tells me those are our protagonists. Alright, there's auto advance and regular advance. I'll probably keep it, I mean, like I do for Golden.
Where did
What's the matter, Faye? Don't tell me you're after him again.
Oh, hey, Gray. Say, have you seen Olm? I can't find him anywhere.
Chat, you guys are responsible for letting me know how the audio is. Also, I don't know if this game has audio sliders, but if it's not good anyhow, I can higher it or lower it.
Don't waste your time looking for that guy.
Cliff! Wait, why not?
Cliff with a K?
He and Celica went off for a stroll in the woods. I saw them leave.
He's with Celica? Again?
Exactly. Again? I mean, Celica just moved to Ram Village, right? Nice to know we're so easily replaced.
He's not replacing us. Celica's his cousin. Of course they're gonna be close.
I hate to break it to you, Faye.
Huh?
Sir Myson only has one grandkid, and that's Alm.
Oh, another thing I should mention. I tried running the game at 1280, 720 resolution. It was like lagging a lot more. So this is like, I think it's 800 by 400, but it's a 3DS game. So it's like, I feel like if it's like, it looks good if it's upscaled, but I feel like it looking a little downscaled compared to other games isn't that noticeable. I did try, I'm running it at like the highest resolution that it does not like dip in frames, so.
Celica is his ward. Mother told me. They're not related by blood. Cliff's moss spouting gossip? I don't believe it. Still, I like where the story is going. Celica and her dark, unspeakable past.
Stop that, would you? So does this mean... is Alm gonna marry her someday?
What, marry her? Are we having the same conversation? Oh, there you are. You guys will never believe this. Hey, Tobin. Believe what? Somebody saw a knight in the woods. A real knight from the castle. Come on, let's go check it out. What? Why would a knight come here? Big fan of manure or something?
I feel like I know your voice. This gray guy sounds super familiar. This line, right? Is there a backlog in this game? No, I skipped it! Why does it skip instantly?
Come look at this.
Well, chat, give me a second. I'm reloading the game just for that. Why would it skip it like that? Makes no sense. I hate games. I think Three Houses does that too. I hate it. I'm assuming this game doesn't have a backlog then. Yeah, come on, load. Alright, well, I guess we're doing this again. Alright, luckily we just had to skip one FMV and do some dialogue speeding. I'm glad it happened now and not a little later. We saw that already. There's a fast forward and a skip button. I figured that, but is there a backlog? I guess there's no text backlog like Persona. I was expecting it to be like Persona, where there's like a text backlog.
What's... Oh.
He's with...
Exactly. Again? I mean, Celica just moved to Ram Village.
Celica's...
Huh? Sir, Celica... Still...
Stop that, would you? So does this mean...
Where was I at?
Is Alm gonna marry her?
I passed this.
Are we having...
Oh, when they talked about a knight being here.
Oh, there you... Hey, Tobin. Somebody saw a knight in the wood. Come on, let's go check it out. What? Why would a knight come here? Big fan of manure or something?
I think this is the last thing I did. Yeah, this gray guy sounds really familiar. This line specifically kind of reminds me of something.
I'm not missing this. He could be the last knight we see for months or years.
Who voices Gray? This voice actor is someone I should know.
You coming?
Yeah.
Huh? Hey, wait up!
Oh, I didn't really skip that much, but still.
Over here. Come look at this.
Moving around in my Fire Emblem game? That is insane. I mean, other than 3 houses, you don't really get to move around. And 3 houses is only in the monastery.
What is it, Celica? You find something?
It's Max Middleman. Oh, so he does Ryuji in Persona 5, and he does King in the 7 Deadly Sins, the English dub for that. I didn't really hear Ryuji in his voice. I heard King from 7 Deadly Sins a lot. That's who I was thinking of when I heard his voice. I was like, yeah, that sounds super familiar.
I made a wreath out of these flowers. Here, put it on.
What? No!
Why not? I think it'd make you look very handsome.
I think you mean very stupid. Boys don't wear wreaths.
Don't call it stupid. It took me a long time to make this.
One thing we don't do is disappoint waifus.
Fine then. Maybe I'll just give it to Grandpapa instead.
Why'd you say grandpa like that?
You're kidding, right?
Grandpapa knows a manly wreath when he sees one, unlike some boys.
Just call him grandpa.
Ha ha, very funny.
You're picturing him wearing it. Admit it.
Oh, R is the backlog? Oh, hey, there is a backlog. Oh, you can't play the voices, though. You could just read back. Alright, backlog is still handy.
There's the smile I was looking for. Huh? What? Is something wrong?
Something I do love about this game, the character designs are amazing. I love the art so far.
No, I'm glad you've cheered up is all. When you first came to the village, you always wore such a dark expression. Plus, you never spoke a word. Grandpapa told me to be nice, but I wasn't sure how to make things better.
Well, I think you did just fine. Each story that you told me, each flower you picked for me, each walk you took with me here in the woods. That all made a difference, Om.
Come on, I didn't do anything special.
Or maybe you did. I'm sorry that my first words to you were so unkind.
Are you talking about when you called me a boor or a clod?
Hey, I said I'm sorry. I've just never had any friends my age. So I guess I wasn't used to boys like you.
Well, I'd never met a girl like you either. Don't let it get to you.
Say, why are you so nice to me?
Why? Do I need a reason?
Because you're hot.
I mean, I guess it's because I never knew my parents, I have no siblings. And Grandpapa has always forbid me from setting foot outside the village. You're like a window to a world that I've never had the chance to know. Is that a good enough reason, or... Oh, hey!
What is it?
See this? We have the same mark.
Yes. Except yours is on your left hand and mine is on my right.
Well, that makes us close. Doesn't it?
I suppose it does, in a strange sort of way. I wonder why the marks are so similar.
It's because they're special. They prove that the two of us belong together. Always. That is, if you're not already tired of a clod like me making you laugh.
Or like 7 or 8 years old, Nova? Your point? Oh, my mistake. She's cute. Cute and hot basically mean the same thing. You use the word cute when you're like younger. You use the word hot when they're older. So I could still think that.
Of course not. So, do you mean it? We'll always be together?
Yes, I promise. Isn't that what you want?
Yes, of course. You have my word. I'll never leave. Ah!
Huh? That was Faye.
Is she in trouble?
It came from beyond those trees. Come on,